I mean, I had skipped the tingle phase and went straight to the drool phase. Think, you motherfucker, think. Yes! I got it. I can roll. I can roll.
Hurry.
Let's go, Brandon.
Hey, did you see that they want to make that illegal?
Oh, it's already happening on Facebook.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, they're really butthurt about that.
Oh, that's poor. That's poor of them. You know, it's kind of like, let me start off with a statement. If you, right now, knowing everything you know about both of them, would you rather your children's role model was George Floyd or Kyle Rittenhouse? So, when Facebook, when I put up a thing saying the world is full of George Floyds, be like Kyle Rittenhouse, and you're telling me that's against community guidelines, that means your fucking community sucks.
Anything else you'd like to add to that?
Look what Matt brought over. Look, it's the same color as the hot chick wearing all leather.
I really figured I'd try something different. We don't really do a lot of seltzers, and
yeah,
I've been drinking a little bit more of them when my sister leaves them around, you know.
That should be a clue right there.
Well, she gives them to me if she don't like them. Like, here, you can have them.
Here's the funny thing. There's going to be somebody out there that's going to rip on it for being a hard seltzer.
That's my favorite flavor pie.
Yet it is 5%.
Oh, it's like a beer, yeah. I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking...
Yeah, but do you remember the days
strawberry,
ice,
rhubarb,
ice beer? You know, it's supposed to be a heavy hitter. That was 5%.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, looks
like bubblegum water or bubblegum pop.
You know what it looks like? It looks like the Solution. Remember the Cameron movie, The Abyss? And
been a while.
When you dive really deep, they have liquefied or oxygenated liquid. That's what it looked like. I wonder if that's, could that shit exist? Could you breathe oxygenated liquid? Cheers. Cheers.
I think they call it rain. It's a lot of oxygen and a little water. Can't have too much water. Well, it definitely goes down easy.
Uh-huh.
I'm not really getting a whole lot of strawberry rhubarb. I mean, I'm getting a little, but it's more just like a light flavored seltzer. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to judge today.
Judge?
I had to take a long shower today. I washed myself with salsa and blue 3 times just because all I can smell is the fucking deer guts on me. So now I'm like taking a sip and it's like, yep, I smell deer. Got the 3rd today.
I dressed up for you guys.
You look like you're taking a trip to Scotland or something.
I am. I can now say that I can leave the house carrying the Hellcat
with comfort.
Oh yeah, it's kind of funny because my very first shot was a dead bullseye. Like at that point in time, I should have just gone like this.
Yeah.
Because the next one was at least that much to the left, but I put almost all of them center mass. I have to admit though. Most of our shooting with me and Rich was kind of proving ground shit, and when it's like 28 degrees outside, it's really hard to hunker down and really give her.
And you're a little cold and shaky.
I mean, I think at one point in time, if it was up to both me and Rich, we would have just done a drive-by and then shot out the window of the car and called it a day.
Hey, it's firing.
I tell you though, that's really, really weird with Rich's gun. And the one thing that I thought was absolutely at least priceless.
I didn't think that was bad at all. I thought that was pretty badass. I'd keep it just the way it is.
He's got a binary
trigger. He's got a pistol.
He's got a binary PSA dagger.
Fuck that.
It was.
It's not a dagger. It's a double bladed dagger.
I mean, I agree with him. He goes, "There's these are my words, Rich, not Rich's words. There's a lot of assholes on the internet, and no matter." It's like either someone would be talking about how like you purposely did something, which actually what Rich needs to figure out is exactly what it's doing, and then recreate that so he can sell it.
Lots of money.
But I mean, in the video, which I'm not airing, it was like this. When he did that, all I saw were two pieces of brass in the air. I want to see
because I heard you guys talking about it.
I can show it to you.
Yeah, I figured that.
And then afterwards he's like, watch, bam. Doot, 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 doot. Oh, sorry. In order to recreate that properly, it was bam. Bam. And I don't pretend to know everything about any firearm, but we know for a fact that it has nothing to do with anything up here. Because we switched plungers. That was the only thing really different in his upper, is it had a different plunger, and then he highly polished it and put a lighter spring in it. Other than that, our uppers were identical. So we tried trading, and we thought, hey, it'd be really cool to see him pull the trigger and have it work, but nope. Da-da, da-da. Okay, so now it's narrowed down to this, and I pulled both. I held both of our guns side by side, and I couldn't see a difference in bends, angles, positioning. The only difference is this stock connector, and the PSA is black. And he had an aftermarket one, a ghost connector, which typically I almost automatically put a ghost connector in every Glock I ever get my hands on, or fake Glocks, because they're smoother. There's less of this grittiness right off the bat, and I couldn't see any difference. The spring nothing. So bottom line is he's just gonna blow it back apart, and he's gonna put the stock.
Oh, you should have just seen if you wanted to trade. I could make probably a lot of money off of that pistol.
Yeah, just Rich, you wanna swap lowers by let's see, I'd give Matt like an hour, and he'll have that thing sold for $100 more than a brand new one would be.
No, you're selling me short, kid.
$200.
Oh no, I'd probably have to make it. Well, how much do they go for? 400.
It's supposed to be, but
I'd probably go for 7.
There's people out there right now spending $600 to $700 on it because the availability.
That's what I'm saying. I'd probably go 7 or 8, and then sell it as a binary. You never see another one like it.
You might not. With all your luck though, whatever the problem is would work itself out, and it'd go from a binary trigger to normal, and like after a box.
And be like, oh, sorry, you broke it. I don't know what to do to it.
Did you want one?
No.
Are you sure?
I saw your little tentacles. Was it any good? You didn't really say if it was good or bad.
Wasn't the worst thing we've ever eaten.
I seen you smell it too, though. I knew it couldn't smell too good. And you had the tentacles sticking out right away. That was good stuff.
If it looked more like it looks on the cover, like a real squid.
Be a little bit more. Yeah, it looked pretty mashed up. Other than the tentacles.
I'd eat another one.
Can't be that bad. You're going back for a second.
No, I'm just thirsty. It's like water with alcohol in it.
It kind of is. That's why I'm saying, well, we'll try it.
No, let's go back to ice beer. What was the big one that first came out? Ice House. Ice House. They bragged that it was, what, 5 or 5.5% alcohol. You know, the bums were lining up to get their hands on it. This is still 5%? Where...
Guessing it's got to be better for your figure too, right?
You know, one of these times, we just need to get a case each of hard cider and see if we actually get drunk.
Shit, you just chugged one and you're already slurring.
Okay, so this came today. Eric Blomey and Friends.
Oh, that's a good one. Blow me. Eric Blow me.
I do have a guess.
I've got 2.
2 guesses?
Well, I would guess it'd be one or the other. I don't know what's in it though, so.
Okay, before I actually look, what can I give you as a this is my guess. I don't think I have a clue. I don't know if I have. Oh wait. There's a huge clue.
Okay. Like I said, it depends what it is. So it's some shirts. Yeah, I think I already know. Yeah, that's pretty sweet though.
Shh.
Hold on,
Don't wake the neighbors.
Okay. Fuck, someone's a little stuck on themselves. Actually, no, that's pretty badass. Is this a new thing he's got going? Is he going to start a show and start selling his merch?
I know he has a site. Yeah.
Cool.
I'll have to try. I know I always say this. I've been a lot better lately at remembering, but where Jeremy has the no. Where he has the site. Yeah, it's funny. I actually have that can. I mean, it's a simulated one. It's not real or anything like that.
What can? Okay.
The one that I have actually looks just like that. Except, why is mine still legal? Because it doesn't have that.
So it's not a female. You got the male in?
Right now, it's just male. Yeah.
Okay.
It gets illegal when it's female.
That's what I'm saying.
It's one of those Chinese things, and it has the stack. It has the stack in it, and you have to drill it out. That's how they get around it. Now, given the ones that Jeremy has are just a little bit higher quality.
No.
Just a little bit. Thank you, Jeremy. The shirt's awesome.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
I'm gonna have to work to find the. I was actually kind of bummed out. The beer that he wanted.
What beer?
Blacklist.
Mm-hmm.
That upside down pineapple cake.
Couldn't find it.
Well, the problem is I literally bought like a month's worth of brew review stuff.
Yeah.
And by the time I reviewed it, it had been over a week since I purchased it. And
So you went back and there was nothing.
I talked to Andy, the assistant manager, and he goes, shit, I think we had like 8 or 10 of those total.
Which one was that? The velvet one?
No, it was I think it was just Blacklist.
Blacklist. That black velvet or that chocolate velvet one or whatever the hell it was that we did, that was pretty damn good. I liked that.
Now, was that over here or was that
It don't even matter.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll remind you.
Oh, I'm sure he will forever. Remember that time I asked you for just one thing?
Well, you can't say you didn't try.
Maybe that was over at Captaindick Nozzle.
Well, for how often you're getting the boot, I could believe it.
Yeah, where was I? I can never remember. Okay. I still think this is funny.
Oh, man.
They say there's no content. Like it was all deleted. Yet you click on videos and whoa.
I'm just laughing at your picture. A pistol with the Wendy's ketchup. Hey, did you see what Taco Bell was doing?
Oh.
Either that or someone was playing with me, but I saw a video. So this person was like, yeah, I've always liked Taco Bell, but I love them a whole lot more now. On their like mild sauce or hot sauce, it says, "Let's go, Brandon."
The Great Black Stack Bake Off Pineapple Upside Down Cake.
Oh, the upside down cake. That's what you said.
It was frickin'.
Pineapple upside down.
It was. I mean, it sucked. I'm glad I only got one.
How strong was it?
8%, I think. 7.8, 8. It was for a sweet.
What was it, like a stout or a
No, it
ale,
was they were trying to make a beer that tasted as close to a pineapple cake as you could get.
Okay.
It was very yummy. I wanted to put my
You've been putting up the same girls day after day, man.
I know. I have to switch
I
it up.
I can't believe with all the stuff you have, you keep playing this.
Well, here's the problem. I technically, time-wise, with everything I told you I need to do, I shouldn't even be doing a brew review today. Cooking on the grill tonight, and if I show up, you know what time me and Rich crawled out of the man cave last night?
No idea.
If it wasn't for the fact that Christine is yet to be employed, she would have already gone to bed, let alone by wondering what we're eating for dinner. Let's see. First in is Harmar saying, "Hey, Burbomi, giving us the finger." Mr. 27 says second. Mr. 27 says intro, babe. Sharky says, "How are you doing?" Mr. 27 says, "Doing good. Listening at work."
Yeah, I was listening at work last night too, and man, I'll tell you, it took me 6 hours to watch one video. Granted, I was watching, and then I had to go do some work, and then I had to come back and watch. Jesus Christ, you guys complain about my long videos. Look, almost all of them were just shy of 2 hours.
Hey, we didn't care.
Oh, I know. You guys had a good time.
We could have saved a shitload of time, and I go, you know what? I don't give a shit how long this is.
Yeah.
Let's turn the camera on for the pregame and see if anything. A lot of times me and you will sit down here for 45 fucking minutes without the camera on.
Yeah.
By the time you turn the camera on, you're like hammered.
I know. Well, the problem is I usually have a pregame before I come over here. So if you have a pregame with me, I mean, I'm already
we're pre-gaming the pregame.
I'm not even pre-gamed, man. I am way past prime.
Let's see, the two of them had sex. Okay, moving on. So,
wow.
Sharky told him he was cooking for him and his daughter. Zeus. God, what is... sometimes if it wasn't...
Private message each other, you two lovebirds.
Harmar says, "Rich, could you co-host the brew reviews permanently? You're much more entertaining than the other co-hosts." McLean, shut up. Harmar, no, you shut up. Poco Loco, don't make me separate you both. Harmar, laugh my ass off. McLean, shit up. McLean, look guys, let's just agree that everybody but me has to shut up. Zeus, the salty Tarzan vibes was right up there with Eric's moo-moo bit, so he could get the wild card laugh out loud. Speaking of that, I think I got... Oh, haven't looked to see what it is yet. I got a reef face from Zeus. So there's something new.
A reef face.
Yeah, putting the face on somebody else for the intro thing.
Oh.
2.7 megs.
I don't even want to know. Well, maybe, hopefully, let's just say it's rich. I don't mind when it's me, actually, but sometimes, it's not so good. I saw the other one, though, with me and you as a girl. What was it? Don't tell me what to do, or...
Oh, from Orange County Housewives?
I can't remember what it was. I laughed at that.
I mean, what you saw, I mean, that's kind of... Christine goes, I remember that one. They're just fucking screaming at each other.
Yep.
Cobra, I should be asleep. Well, I think I went to bed at it was almost 1 o'clock on a school night last night.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know what? I can choose you to that.
I think it was actually 1:30. Another one that...
I don't mind if she comes back up again.
Mm-hmm. Cobra says G3. What did I say yesterday, boys? It was a 50-50. G3 is a miss.
No, it is not a 50-50. With some of the dumbasses that guess on here...
Oh, no, I guess you're right.
You said that before and they start going sideways or something.
It was like this. Cobra threw out an E4 after I think there was three hits in a row.
That's what I'm saying. Like fucking.
It's like,
ding.
Ding. Fries are done.
My mom tells me I'm special.
Alright, Marsh. Imagine the Brubomi ate the squid and Marshall wouldn't touch it. Brubomi, you need to start following Marshall's lead where the male food is concerned. NIHAP. Marshall must be Ms. Bomi trained. Seafood phobias. He did. A chunk of it, I went to separate it, and the piece that I peeled apart, I don't know what that was in the middle. Fell right here. Marshall comes down, he's looking all over. I put my foot, he smelled it, looked up at me, and went that way.
Like, what'd you do, shit yourself? You're pointing it out to me now?
Rich is like, he won't even eat that. It's like, what does that tell you?
You are. You're eating it.
Oh my God, the dog who just ate a napkin out of the garbage won't eat whatever it is in that bag. Those are actually pretty damn good.
I was going to say, is it hot? I just want to try one.
Mm-mm. Well, I think it says spicy, but at your level of the game, I don't think you're gonna be like, so salt is a spice.
These are actually...
No, they're very tasty.
Very tasty, and I really like the heavy crunch. You know what I mean? It's not like the ones that are a little softer and they kind of just even melt in your mouth.
How about the ones that NIHAP sent me? And then told me they were supposed to be for Marshall. I thought I was going to break something.
What, you started eating dog treats?
No, they were actually those, but I don't know who Wade. Wade goes, those are the ones that we get. He goes, I even cook with them. He goes, yeah, they can be a little
tough.
People have been known to break teeth on them. No shit. If you put that in a wrist rocket, you could probably kill a pigeon or something with it.
Jesus.
Oh, man. Okay, here. You know what I think they were on par with? Have you ever eaten, an uncooked noodle?
Who hasn't?
Oh, that's what they were like.
I used to pop those things as a kid all the time.
I think uncooked popcorn kernels are softer.
Oh, those are pretty hard. Those bother me sometimes.
So, Marshall got them.
I'm gonna fuck his teeth, right?
So hopefully, what time are we at? If he was able to make it the whole way, other than gas stops, I think
8 o'clock.
Rich has about 3 more hours.
That's because he must have left right after I did.
Mm-hmm. And he said, but if he starts feeling a little drowsy or whatever, he might just get a hotel room. And I'm like, pussy.
Well,
24.5.
12 hours can be a struggle, especially if you had a long night, but it's more just the monotonous road, you know, just...
Well, that's why I had Christine and Jules. He's by himself, so...
Yeah.
If you start to get a little drowsy, just pull over, be safe.
Yep.
But, yeah, for me, 24 and a half hours, and I swore I would never, ever in my life ever attempt that again. Hey, let's go back to Duluth. I would have done it if it wasn't for the fact that we ran out of gas in the
middle of the night,
the upper UP. The girl, I looked at the computer, and the girl at the girl toll window, she goes, "Honey, there isn't going to be another gas station for at least 82 more miles," and the computer was saying 89 miles to empty. And she goes, "I don't even know if they're open."
Well, and, you know, that thing is only an estimator, but that I don't think it was necessarily calculated in you're pulling a trailer as well. Because that average would be based off your mileage, right? You didn't drive out there with the trailer.
Well, no, it based it on the miles per gallon you're getting. And when we went out, I was getting...
It's doing the current one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was getting 27.5 miles per gallon going out, and wow, I tell you, it wasn't even an enclosed trailer. It was a fairly light aluminum. But yeah, my mileage on the way back dropped to like shit city. That was like 19 or something miles per gallon.
I mean, you got to realize the aerodynamics definitely, even though it's not a huge flat front, but the aerodynamics go down, and it's the weight. You know, that's an extra.
Well, the trailer
1,000
probably
1,500 pounds.
Trailer definitely weighed more than Vivian.
Oh, so then you're looking at 2,000 pounds.
Because that bike weighs 685 pounds.
So you're looking at close to 2,000 pounds, depending on what the trailer was.
Now we got to organize the garage. I still think it's funny.
What the? No. What do you? We got to organize the garage. I do appreciate you finally going out to the garage, spending some more time out there, working like a man in the garage, cleaning up, you know, sorting things. But how many times can you sort and clean your garage? I swear to God, every other day you've been out there like cleaning and organizing.
No, I mean, now it has to be organized because there's
another bike coming in?
4 bikes in there.
It is clean and organized. It's got to be more clean and more organized?
No, the bike, we have to organize how we have the bikes positioned. Because you cannot walk directly from the garage door to the back. Did you try him at a diagonal? No, he literally just brought the 85 Goldwing over and then shut the garage door.
What a putz.
Watch this.
I was wondering what the hell that was the other day, or last night when I was watching the show. You're sitting there and it sounded like water just getting dumped. It only lasted a couple seconds, but it sounded like water was just getting.
I had the temperature. Dumped. I had the temperature elevated in the house just for Rich.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's got different personalities. Shit. We were getting ready to go over to the grocery store on Saturday morning to pick up the stuff for that incredible. Oh, you got to try that. His salsa.
I heard him talking about it.
God.
What did he use? Did he use the Reapers then?
He brought up 2 Reapers and he put 1 in it to make the salsa. He poured a little out for Christine before the salsa got ground in.
Was it pretty hot?
Let's put it this way. I would think the average person may not like it if you just get salsa, but if you happen to notice that you have a little red chunk in your salsa, because Mr. Reaper rode along, Oh yeah, but I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the combination of what he has in there or the lime, but it's almost like an electric charge. And of course, Rich has got problems. Rich is like that Reaper hit is just invigorating. By the way, Rich.
Well, Eric's sitting across the table crying. Yes, it is.
No, for the first time in a long time, I can actually tell you.
You manned up and you took it down like a champ?
That I knew that I had Reaper 8 hours earlier this morning. Christine, get me the fucking tux!
You know, I can only imagine because, you know, I had plenty of hot peppers. I told you about Lee's shit, though, the one time. I was fucking eating it on goddamn everything for like a day or 2 or 3 days straight. Holy Christ, all of a sudden one day I think I had too much and fuck, man. Whew! You thought it was hot going in, I'll tell you what.
Sitting in the bathroom putting ice cube chunks in your butt.
Yeah. It's like, why the fuck did the fucking ice cream... Why the ice cream machine at McDonald's have to break down again?
Hear your sister going, what the fuck happened to the ice cream pops? What? Just a stick sticking out of Nat's ass?
I swear it's nothing sexual.
Harmar says your Desert Eagle costs you about $3.50 a shot.
Yeah, I believe that.
It is completely ridiculous right now. When I was over... And the price...
That's a 50 cal one?
Yeah. When I was over at Superior Shooter Supply, I was looking at a box of 50 AE, and I'm like, you... No. And then when I decided to go check out Fisherman's Corner, Vivian said she wanted to check it out, so we went there. Same thing.
I was going to please your lady.
20 rounds for $67?
Yeah, well, you know, I went hunting today. I told you... After 2 shots, I had to put her down with the 9mm because that's like $2 a shot for me too.
Hey,
not $3.50, but
hey, look, it's you. Laugh out loud. Rich thinks it's me on the phone drinking. I know it may seem like it at times, but I have another hobbies other than drinking. It's called work.
No, because do you remember that? You're like, I think it was Salty Shellback or whoever it was. It seemed like they were getting pretty buzzed up too. And they call and they text you like, what the fuck? He has got to be just wasted or he's got to be just drunk. Oh. And Rich is like, oh, is that Matt? It's like, you son of a bitch.
It was Salty.
Oh, I just laughed. Obviously, just assume it's me.
Okay, do we want to talk about this?
Yeah, we can.
Switch to that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. It's a hard seltzer. Here's the thing. Like he said, it is not overly filled with the flavors that they say it is.
I was really looking forward to it.
It's not bad though. I mean, at least it's a natural flavor. It's just really, really light.
It goes down real smooth. Real smooth.
And this is from Fulton, and Fulton is right down by the cities. You know, they list Minneapolis. So on the weird hard seltzer thing, at 5%, if you just want to actually have something where you can sit and have it with dinner and watch a movie and not go, I can't have another drink of this because I'm not enjoying this flavor anymore. This won't let that happen. I'd give it an 8 on the seltzer
Honestly,
scale.
I was already thinking 8 too.
Yeah,
I could literally sit and drink that all day.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not anything I overly enjoy. I wish that there was more flavor to it.
Oh, if it actually had a heavy strawberry rhubarb.
It's so smooth. It doesn't even have to be strong. Just enough to know that it was like a, strawberry rhubarb. Just give me that strawberry rhubarb pie flavor. Or at least the strawberry rhubarb combination.
My grandma, that was one of her specialties, is the strawberry rhubarb pies.
We get the pies and the bars. My grandma does that. That's her That's my birthday cake. Everyone else gets chocolate.
You get strawberry rhubarb?
Yeah. She makes me the bars or the pie. Because I don't like the chocolate cake. I don't like any cake. I just want my rhubarb.
Matt Davis says, well, shit, my truck is trying to kill me. I was like, moral of the story, don't buy Chinese tires. Poco says, you're number one. Poco says, 2 hours. Nope, not gonna do it. Who thumbs that up? Wow, for a second I was like, is that the last comment? It like locked up there for a second. Poco, bullets in the fire isn't that impressive. Poco, the new Call of Duty sucks huge giant dick.
Is he playing kids games? Actually, I've been playing. I got the new Call of Duty game. I can't lie. I think it's really fast paced.
McLean, Papa, is Indiana where all the white people come from? McLean, Cats in Dayton, new brand name.
No, new band name.
Or band. Cats in Dayton. Everybody, welcome to the stage. Cats in Dayton. Steven, still asking for a good Infinity Skull sampling.
How many days are you going to turn that down?
Well, I'm willing to go another one, but I'll leave it. I'll leave it completely up to you.
I might have brought it up because on a video I said I'll do any shot you for me, and I was laughing because you were looking up there and I was pointing at the skull like, "Oh, you could have got me, but you didn't."
You know, I actually added a few 7s
I
to
heard
this,
you said it tastes like Maker's Mark.
but I mean I haven't tried it since I added a bunch of shit to it.
I'm man enough to do one for
Steve.
Perhaps. You still gonna puss out though? I mean, it doesn't have to be a big one. I mean, you fucking gave it to a homeless dude.
Not this
And
one.
I know that was a shitty one.
He got the worst of the worst.
Exactly.
Well, why would I want to even? No, I
But
wouldn't
he
have
was
that.
happy. He was happy about it. And then look at you. You got the better one, and you're like, I ain't touching that shit.
Well, that's because if Clyde shows up, that's what you get to try.
What's that?
The Cardellas.
Oh yeah, I want to try that one. I like a Freud. But that one you said is really smoky and it's got the sherry in it? Huh.
Oh my God.
No, that's
You
not my alley.
can't. You can't tell from the bottle, but when you pour it in a glass, it is. There's nothing on that shelf that is as dark of a reddish color as that.
Really? Making my my mouth water. I like her. She keeps popping up. A little small in the chest, but you know what? I could look past that, no problem. She'd make up for it.
You know, nothing like a little, apartment number 6 wants you to come over because
They need a light bulb?
they need to have their pipe snaked.
Oh, is that what it was?
I don't know what that was, but did you hear it hit?
Yeah.
Maybe that was part of my tooth.
I was going to say that's not good if you don't know what it was.
Hey, you know what we should add to your bet? The exact date and time that chunk breaks off.
Oh.
See that? I couldn't believe that made it through that shit from NIHOP.
I got two bad molars.
Oh my!
I'm not
My
even
God,
gonna
this
finish
actually
fixing them.
smells good.
I'm gonna frickin' just rip them out.
Well, I think 4 years ago, my dentist told me that all the wisdom teeth had to go, and here we are 4 years later.
Well, it was like right before COVID. I got my tooth drilled out. They took then I had to go to a specialist to get my roots taken out, right? So what do they call that? A crown or whatever? I mean, the end process is a crown, but you have to go and root canal.
Yeah, a full root canal.
So I went and did that, right? 6 months after I got my tooth drilled, they're like, you need to get a root canal. I had to wait 6 months to do it, right? Then after, I go back for them to cap it with the crown. they call me. Now, this is like an 8-month process. They call me and say, yeah, due to COVID, unless it's an emergency, we can't work on you. So, 8 months turned into about a year and a half, 2 years. I finally went back, and they still never fixed it. They're looking at the tooth behind it, and they're like, yeah, that's bad. I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm here, because it's fucking broken. You're going to need a root canal. I said, you didn't fix the first one.
As a complete segue, but still in the medical thing, right now, the news is reporting that in our area, all of the ICU beds are filled.
Yeah.
You want to know what the actual truth is? And I can't mention the name of where this came from. Do you know how many people in the Duluth system right now are in a bed with COVID? 10. And yet our news is reporting that the beds are all filled up. They can't take anybody from the Twin Cities. Blah, blah, blah. The ICU is being overrun with COVID.
Well, we shouldn't be taking people up from the cities. We already get enough riffraff up here. Sorry, that sounds bad, but we really don't need any more of it moving up.
10. There's exactly 10 people in our area.
So we only got 10 beds available? I mean, I'm pretty sure our hospital keeps expanding.
Not available, occupied.
I mean, that's... But no, what I'm saying is we only have 10 available, period. If they're full, if the news is claiming they're full, a hospital are big and it's growing, they're expanding it.
Well, I don't know.
We only have 10 beds? That don't make sense.
I don't know how many beds are available. They're just saying that we're overrun with COVID. Well, if I guess 10 is overrun.
I just think you're missing what I was saying.
No, just drink your fucking whiskey. Did you smell it, by the way?
No.
And you give me... You know,
it smells... It kind of got a little vanilla?
Like a vanilla cinnamon a little bit.
I'm not getting the cinnamon. I'm getting like vanilla and almost like a sherry, a sherry smell.
And again, my last...
You're going to all of a sudden love this, and then you're going to be thanking Hops and Lead and me for twisting your rubber arm.
You fake news. You fake news.
Piss off. Ooh. Came in with a strong bite, I thought, but it was really smooth until the end.
It like you said, though, there is a really serious oaky vanilla that's... And I couldn't even tell you what's in there.
Holy fuck, dude, that's almost spicier than these goddamn... fucking peanuts. Serious, my fucking tongue is on fire with that. That's, like, worse than rubbing alcohol. Alright, Hops, you got it. It's going to be a long time before I do
And
that
then
again.
Scourge. Then Scourge called for some Infinity shots. I'm grouping you both together right now.
It's going to be a while before I do another one of those. You can tell Eric to do one any day. I don't care.
Gotta start getting into some of these, though. Oh, look what I picked up.
What's that? Oh, Famous Dave's?
The Famous Dave's.
I'm telling you,
Which one you get? Yeah, you got the black one.
the Famous
'Cause they got
Dave's
the black and
is
then they
one of
got
my
the
favorites
blue.
now.
Yeah.
That and the young bloody.
This one's always one of my favorites. I do like the Zing Zang too, though. That's still a classic for me. That was the first one that really, I thought, nailed home.
You and Jeremy can snuggle because that's his go-to.
Does he mix it with tequila?
No, I think it's vodka, but he does have a whole recipe of what he does. He doesn't just go... See, now, just this disclosure goes...
Hello?
When we're reviewing these Bloody Marys, I do not want to alter them. I just want... Okay, if you're just going to pick your vodka, your favorite vodka, and pour it and make yourself a drink, I want to know what is the best... without
Combination.
having to mess with it.
Best combination, you're saying?
And right now, my favorite, and it was kind of
Got to be the habanero.
it kind of was a shock. The classic with regular vodka was good, and it still had a little zest to it. The hot and regular vodka was good, but the other night I made me and
The
Rich
habanero.
the habanero with the horseradish one, and that was Rich's first Bloody Mary.
Do you know what, honestly, I think? Now, this is going crazy, but I'm talking about going over the top. You know what I think would actually be good?
I have 2 guesses right now.
Yeah, well, yeah. But no. Half part pickle vodka. Half part the habanero vodka.
Have you had any of that yet?
No.
It
Is
is
it really strong pickles?
overwhelming. Yeah, maybe mixing it though.
So maybe a quarter, maybe 3/4 to a quarter. You know what I mean?
You know why I'm going to have to agree with you? Because it's going to be the only way to get rid of that bottle. The worst to this moment in time was Johnny Watson
So just do a little
giving
splash.
me the cucumber.
Just do a little splash on top of your favorite mix.
It literally smells like you opened up a pickle jar.
Actually, that smells like a clean pickle, though. It does smell like a clean pickle. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even smell the vodka. It smells pickle, but a clean pickle at that. There's dirty pickles out there.
I was thinking of this midget anal porn movie I
Oh,
watched.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, we got it. Okay. There this is. Black bent paddles matter. They do. Wade, you bounce a quarter off that? I have a better idea. Zeus, the PA two-hearted versus double two-hearted was a great video. His does it mix 6-hearted ale was greasy beer sex.
Hey, how was that, by the way? Because I didn't finish it. I started that. That was the last one.
I agree with Paul.
You mix the two. 50,
This is
50?
good. This is good, but together they beat them by themselves. And normally I'd never say that.
No, why is that?
I think the double kind of gets a little almost heavy on the fruitiness. Almost syrupy. It's so in your face. And the regular 200 ale, to me, starts to get a little bitter, especially if you have a few.
Yep.
But when you mix the two together, it takes away the overwhelmingness of the double, and it erases the bitterness of the regular. I fully agree with Paul. It was one of those weird scenarios where the two of them on their own got beat by mixing them together.
Well, that's just kind of like your, what was it, the chocolate banana or?
Oh yeah, you take the Smiths,
Peanut butter.
Samuel Smith's chocolate and mix it with the banana beer, Wells banana beer.
Okay, yeah.
Actually, there is a couple of the banana beers in there.
Oh, really? When did you fucking acquire those?
Miles bought 4 of them.
Oh. Did you tell them those are for mixing now? Now that you know about them?
Now they're for mixing.
I think that actually, a banana beer on its own, I might be able to have one. I don't think I'd enjoy it, but I think it would be a good mixed beer, honestly.
The first banana beer I ever had, the empty bottle is sitting right behind the needles and the anal leaves.
I think they mix good with a lot of stuff.
And that bottle was sent to me by Matt at Rise Arms, who is no longer with us. And he actually told me he was going to come to Shoot-A-Palooza that year, and he passed away like 3 months before our shoot. And the saddest thing, when I went to go find his obituary one time, what popped up was his wife's.
Not to change the subject or anything.
Yeah.
I didn't see her in the whole feed. At least I didn't know.
That is a goddamn nice Mustang and television. What the hell is that?
I wasn't really looking at the Mustang.
That is some nice side ass and boob. Double for nothing.
I seen that one. That one's been up.
Rich really liked this one for some weird reason.
Why not?
Zeus.
I mean, that's like wintergreen.
Zeus is drinking Dos Equis with the all cheers, brother. Well, actually, I was waiting on.
We better.
Waiting.
I
didn't want to.
can.
I know, but I wanted to.
Oh no, we already voted. You can crack into that. See, I need
Okay.
someone to push me a little bit.
It's a twofer. We should have done this on Tuesday. Positive Attitude. Passion Fruit Imperial IPA. This is from Odell Brewing, and they're actually... most of the stuff that I had from them is pretty good.
I'd say probably 80%. Some of it's a little lighter than I want, but...
Fort Collins, Colorado.
Good stuff.
Does it give the messing with you percentage on this?
8%, I believe. I saw it on the box.
Oh, yeah, I don't see it on the can. 8% is pretty good for an
Here, let
for an Imperial.
Yeah, 8%. Pretty light for 8%. Color-wise.
I say, are you already drinking it?
Huh? No. I'm saying just like looking on the color. I thought it might be a hair bit darker. I didn't think it was going to be a dark beer or anything.
Wow,
it's an IPA.
This has a really heavy hop.
Fruit.
Well, I'm getting like
fruit.
passion fruit in the background, but it almost has a real floral, like hey, we got like real hops, like you infused the shit yourself.
I do like hops a lot.
Not
hops and lead.
We're talking about beer here now.
Yeah, beer hops.
Not the hops that you know.
I mean, I know mine hops and lead. I mean, he seems to be a pretty cool guy, but
Didn't you ever come over when he was here?
yeah, I don't know. Probably I forget a lot.
He and his better half and his son. It was awesome. I mean, I wish I had the magic financial wand.
If you shown me pictures of the year, like from Shootapalooza, did he ever come for any of those or no?
No, he was just his son in starting school fell at the unfortunate for the shoot. Yeah. So they were up here by themselves. You know, okay, I've said this before. I loved what, like with Rich and when Steve was up here, that kind of thing. It's great when we all get together, but imagine trying to have a good time, especially if there's someone in the group that you always wanted to meet and shake their hand, and there's 46 other people here. The year that we had 47 people, I felt like all I had was the shit that I didn't get around to doing before everybody left. Like, for instance, Jerry's like going, one of these years, my brother, I want to shoot that gun. And I'm like, what are you... You didn't shoot it when you were here? No.
Let's go.
So when people show up by themselves, like Rich, or... I tell you, maybe and it's not a no offense to anybody else, but maybe the combination that I thought was really awesome is like when it was a really small group, like when Nihap and Joey and Jerry were here.
Was it like what, two years ago? You're saying?
It was definitely before COVID. Because if you remember, I was told to make this much 9.3 last, and then it ended up being that.
Yeah. No, well, you get a lot more one-on-one time if that makes sense.
Did you try this yet?
Yeah, I did. My mouth was on fire from the nuts, though.
Sorry, I thought I washed all the soap off.
No, I think they're both awesome and great experiences, but I definitely get what you're saying. When it's a smaller crowd, you definitely get to enjoy each other's company more.
Not to mention when you're out shooting, you're wearing headsets and there's bah, bah, bah. It's not like you're going to sit down and have a nice conversation with somebody.
Yeah.
Zeus, I got drunk and made a part to fix an extractor out of a waterline flag. That Bruce Lee fellow was right. I think he left his comment when he was drunk, too. Salty? Naked squid. I got more for you. Smile Money, bottom 25. You know, and here's the thing. As much as I would possibly bitch about something like this, I would still rather break into this if there's nothing else to eat.
Oh, yeah.
This is actually, it almost feels like 50% didn't get put in here. If you're going to try one, that's the one to try. I believe I opened the one that was the beefiest.
This feels pretty compressed, though.
It may go when you...
Was it kind of rubbery like some of the other things we've had?
A little bit, but... no, not as
It had
terrible.
a softness to it. It wasn't...
Yeah.
Wasn't just...
Yeah. Problem is, it doesn't look anything like the picture. How many more drinks before you just crack that open and eat it?
Fucking 0. Yeah.
So you're ready to go now? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying you go fuck yourself. You and your little squid. Oh, you're gonna open it? I saw you eat it yesterday. I believe you'd do it again.
You want some?
No.
She can keep popping up too.
I know. I was gonna say she's probably my favorite.
Okay, Jeff's Homestead. Jeff, glad to see you back. Been missing my brew bomy fix. Jeff, hey.
There's another channel.
Yeah, Jeff, I know, I can't fault people because, here, I just gotta do this.
You gotta friend them or something. Oh, are you sending them a video?
Yeah, I'm, Jeff, I'm responding to you in kind to let you know that anytime that you cannot find me here, if 2 days have gone by and on day 3 there's no brew review, that's because YouTube is a bunch of dick slappers, and they gave me a strike. And they denounced me for the ability to do a video or a lot of shit for 2 weeks because they said I was spreading dis medical information.
I like how you say if I'm not here for 2 days. My liver, liver will freak out. Oh yeah, she's a nice one too. Well, at least her body. Yeah, I'd take it all.
That was like 3, 2. Yeah, I'd just do the whole thing.
Well, I couldn't really see her face. It's on a glare right here. I'm like, well, even if she was a butterface, I'd take it. The body's nice.
I think it's Brad shares a lot of pictures of her.
Well, you can tell what he's fucking spanking her too.
It's kind of fun to play Connect the Freckles.
I see a lot of the same girls pop up sometimes with some of your things, and it's like, oh, you can tell who their favorites are.
Salty? I worked with a guy who used to mix bags of asbestos fibers into a paste so he could make molds to pour molten lead for babbitt bearings.
What the hell's a babbitt bearing? I mean, I know what a bearing is, for Christ's sake, but what the hell's a babbitt bearing?
Hey, Google, what is a babbitt bearing?
According to Wikipedia, babbitt metal or bearing metal is any of several alloys used for the bearing surface in a plain bearing. The original babbitt alloy was invented in 1839 by Isaac Babbitt in Taunton, Massachusetts, United States. He disclosed one of his alloy recipes but kept others as trade secrets.
She's good too.
Well, thanks.
That didn't really clarify a whole lot.
I'm here to help.
He said they didn't even wear a bandana over his face. By today's standards, just the thought of doing that would make me drop dead on the spot.
For what?
Well,
because
of the asbestos?
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Well, hell, as a kid, we used to play with mercury.
Yep. I was already gonna guess just knowing where you were going with that.
I mean, my parents had a medical supply facility, and there was like this weird. There was a box on one of the shelves, and I went to move it, and it was like, what in the hell is in here?
Because this stuff's super heavy, isn't it?
It was
really heavy.
Like unbelievably. It was a cardboard box about the size of maybe take what a whiskey would come in, but half of that, and it weighed. It was almost 2 hands worthy of heavy.
For a little bottle?
I opened that up, or the cardboard box is a wooden box, and I was like, I set that down, flipped the little latch, and flipped it open, and there was a plastic container, maybe about the size of a diameter of a ketchup squirt bottle, but not as tall, maybe just a little bit shorter, with a spout on it, just like ketchup. And I was like, holy shit! It just felt like a solid column of steel. And it was like,
Squirt, squirt, squirt.
I squirted in my hand, and this shit would just run and then reconstitute itself. And now they say that mercury gets into your system and it never goes
right
away.
through your skin, yeah.
But we used to it was weird because you'd have a little tiny pile of it, and it felt like you were dumping it almost this much, well, maybe even more weight than this.
Some weight.
It was like, holy shit. Yeah, it was bizarre. And it conducts electricity, which out in the garage, I actually have a coffee can with about filled to this point with little vials, and those are from thermostats.
Well, mercury is a liquid.
But it's conductive. It's liquid metal, basically.
But I mean, water is conductive. I mean, but mercury, I would think that's like a liquid alloy.
Well, that's a good point. That's a good point. Why then did they not just put water in the vials for a thermostat? What a thermostat has is a spring, and when the temperature cools off and the spring moves, what happens is it looks like a little plastic vial or a little glass vial, and it has a electrical connection on each end. And when it finally tilts too far, it completes the circuit, and that's when your furnace turns on. Now, I could bring you out to the garage and show you. I have all of these little glass vials, and they're filled with mercury.
I believe you, but I think
a mercury switch that's been used on several movies for the bomb. It's got a mercury switch.
I think mercury has a completely different temp range, how it behaves than water, and that's why they use it. I could be wrong. Smile Money's going to correct me, but I think it.
Yeah, but you're right, though. Water is still conductive, so why wouldn't they put water in? See, basically, in essence, it's just a version like this. You have a wire right here and a wire right here, and when that happens, it completes the circuit. So why wouldn't water? Why did they put mercury in these things?
Well, mercury might be a lot more conductive.
Maybe so, but we could test this. We could build our own water. We could build a water bomb.
You know what? I'm sure Smile Money is gonna fucking tell us in a day or two. So we'll let the guy that searches everything at his fingertips tell us.
Here's the titty expert, Brad. Hell yeah, brother. Hashtag fuck Joe Biden. Fuck Joe Biden.
No, that's not.
What?
Oh, that's what it meant. Fuck. Sorry, my bad.
Fuck Joe Biden.
I was thinking something else. But I'll chant you. Let's go, Brandon.
Hey, by the way, have you been up to Chelstrom's lately?
Yeah.
Did you see the Connex container about 500 feet south of Chelstrom's on the same side of the street?
Not sure.
It's
probably
completely covered in Trump
won.
Fuck Biden. It's like...
It's been like that for a long time, dude.
I think he keeps adding every time I've been by, though.
I go up there all the time because that's where... Well, you've been to my dad's. That's literally where I go hunting. I drove by there today.
There it is. Clyde.
Whiskey and Revolution for all.
This is the one I've been waiting.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been waiting too.
And we have to have the glasses for this. Oh, are they over there? I know I brought them down here. We can't do a shot glass of this. not gonna happen.
Put pinky in the air too.
How much do you want? Coma or less than coma?
I don't care. I'm just gonna have dinner and probably go to bed tonight. I've been up because I went hunting today after work. I've been up 26 and a half hours now. But I did good. I went and got myself a big Bambi this time. Well, it was more like Bambi's mom, but she started squirting milk on me. Did I tell you that?
Good God. Hey, did I tell you about this chick that I dated from Dinkytown once?
Well, no, but I mean, I've shot and cleaned, a few deer in my day, and
You killed a pregnant deer? Or that
she
was
wasn't pregnant.
nursing?
Yeah,
What about the little ones?
fuck them. They're gonna have to learn sometime. Actually, I almost shot the little one, and then the little bastard put his head down, so I noticed the mom.
God. Stop talking and smell this.
I'm sorry. Do you need me to hold your hand?
Wow.
That was from McLean.
McLean.
you say you felt weird?
You know what we should do?
The guy with the $20 is $20 shirt felt weird.
Do you want to really upset McLean? Do you want to have a conversation about Sean Morley?
Don't know who it is.
He's the VMAX guy.
Oh yeah.
McLean.
I heard, yeah.
McLean is feeling a little.
Super jealous.
Yeah, super jealous. Feeling.
This is really dark.
Oh, but smell it.
I am.
Oh, you get that smoky and sherry.
Very smoky. I think they sprinkled some fucking ashes in this bitch.
Wow. How come I don't remember? Whoa.
That's why you don't remember.
God.
Fucking Biden ruins
We go
everything.
no fucking shit. We go straight onto a retard. Salty. Talking about being screwed from the airlines, I got rerouted to a different international flight. They gave me a $500 voucher and upgraded me to first class, which was probably worth something like $1,000. But to get my $500, I had to leave the secure area, hunt down the customer service office, and get back to the gate in under an hour. I didn't want a chance missing another flight, so I asked if I could redeem it when I got back to the States. They said yes. Spoiler alert, they lied. I still got to enjoy the first class trip home, though. Smile money. I was near the interchange of Interstate 80 West PA.
When you drove by, attending high school reunion.
Oh. See, that's, yeah. So Smile Money probably could have heard me yell if I went by. And I know Paul Hasman probably could have heard. See,
That's, you know what? I'm not going to complain or cry about this Lafroig, because I really do like Lafroig, but holy shit. This stuff seems to be like, maybe it was just one sip, but I went small. Man, it is strong. Like, it almost burns my tongue, too. Not as bad as that Infinity bottle, but it's,
like I said,
it's a heavy hitter.
If I could afford to go grab another bottle of the Corryvreckan,
You go back and
the
do it
Corryvreckan,
side by side.
the Corryvreckan is the Ardbeg version of this. Lafroig is always. Which one did you go open up? I think Lafroig is always going to be smokier, like campfire smoky.
Lafroig, you're saying?
I think Lafroig always beats Ardbeg on that certain kind of
Yeah.
smokiness.
This one, I almost think, though, that they went overboard. I'm serious. It's like they sprinkled the fucking ashes in the drink,
Some guy's got a big cigar.
and then they fucking lit a fire because that shit burns my tongue. Maybe it's just the peanuts. Yeah, these ones are pretty hot, too.
Would you just give me the Reaper? Wow, it took a big handful too.
I was laughing when I saw you do it. Whew. Honestly, though, the cayenne ones are not much Lighter. Look, that squid's starting to look better and better right now.
Want some?
No. I just mean my tongue's burning.
I'm just wondering what all the messenger noises are. Smile Money was ripping me for my environmentalist comment. Hey, I am environmentalist. Ready for some squid?
No. I do appreciate your fucking lost the word.
Smile Money says such a nice, calm, non-controversial
Perseverance.
review. My head did not explode once from the guest making a comment, or fondling loaded weapons, or no slurring of speech. Bravo.
Oh,
He was ripping you and Miles.
yeah. I figured that much. I mean, he does it every day.
Want some?
Well, yes, I do.
Here's the problem. Those are magnificent. The thing is do they drop into the water if she puts her arms down?
I
It's-
tell you what, I don't care. If I was on the Titanic, I would
She-
take a chance.
No, I'm just going to be honest. If you cut out the fact that she's large-breasted,
Oh, she's even
Oh.
better though.
oh, look at that.
She's better. Those are much better shaped.
The last one though has a fantastic face and eyes, and it looked like her waist and her ass. looked good.
She's got the fucker face.
This one here, yeah. It's like
I won't complain about that face.
following morning trying to figure out how to get the lipstick off my.
Oh yeah, I won't complain about that face, but I tell you what, I wasn't even looking
Now
at the face.
this is the one that I will probably have in rotation forever.
You know the only thing I don't like about that picture?
That you don't know how to undo buckles?
No, not at all. You don't get to see her eyes.
This is true. This is. I can imagine if they're green. Cherokee, not that many guns on duty, but at least there's a pile of ammo to make up for it. Nice. Yeah, the pile that Rich left for me. Awesome. You know, not only can we feed the AK, but we can feed Ed's SKS.
Hey,
We need to take that out.
You know what? Yeah, I'd be totally down with that. Hey, if you're really that concerned about it, I could get rid of that AK for you, Just saying, if you're so worried about the ammo. I could get rid of that for you.
Yeah, I know, but the blonde is not for sale, and neither is the redhead.
How about both of them?
Here's what I'd be willing to do. I'd be willing to trade the redhead for a Harley.
That ain't gonna fucking happen. Well, hold on, let me see what the cheapest Harley I can find is.
Well, I should say that she would ride.
Well, yeah, I mean, she can ride. You might have to
You
strap
can
her
see
to...
her eyes.
Yeah. I'm just wondering why she's so dressed like for winter when there's no snow.
I think this is supposed to be snow.
But it's not.
It's probably jizz on a windshield.
Or the camera.
Cherokee, oh Lord, that squid looked awful. You're a brave man. Laugh out loud. Look on your face from the no to hey, that ain't bad.
I know, he fucking kept going back.
Leave him pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. I think he actually did kind of enjoy it because he kept going back. If it's that good, you go ahead and eat it.
You're the one eating fucking deer hearts and assholes.
I'm not eating assholes and deer hearts.
Speaking of that, I sent somebody some chocolate anus.
It's my...
Did I tell you that?
Yeah, no, you didn't. No, it's my boss. I gave him all 3 deer hearts so far. He fucking eats them up within a day.
How does he prepare them? Like stew or?
Well, the first one, because it was the first one in a year, he fucking...
Just ate it raw?
No, he cut that bitch up and cooked it right away. But usually I think he puts it in the fridge overnight and has it more for like a breakfast or a lunch. He wants to give it time to cool or whatever. Because he was telling me about it. I didn't get it. Or maybe he seasons it, lets it soak in something. I don't know. But he usually has it, the first one always right away. And after that it's like 8 to 12 plus hour process. But he eats it like the next day.
Speaking of that, I have a process. I have 4 containers of mushrooms and they take 45 minutes, so we need to get this over with.
Alright, let's go. Oh damn, it's 5:45.
Sharky, yeah, when you two finally got all the guns out to play, yeah, that made me happy. Mr. 27, I don't know about the backup Brew Bombing Show channel. You didn't know about the... Here, I think if I copy and paste, it'll happen again.
What's up?
Well, for Mr. 27 says he didn't know about the backup channel.
Oh, really? 27? Wow.
NIHAP, don't mess around. Buy a 3MP 100 half-face respirator. $16 on Amazon. If you can't source locally. The paper masks don't get it done. Well, I know they don't get it done. You know, you wear an N95 mask and I'm pulling down plaster and laugh, and when I take the mask off, I have a dirt ring under the mask, and I'm still blowing. Speaking of blowing, actually, those are kind of droopy.
You know what?
Real though.
You know what's really funny? I was thinking the same thing because they don't look overly big, but they definitely look droopy. Those are some sad boobies.
You will be coughing out the dust for years. Ask me how I know. Because you were still coughing the dust out the...
Yeah, I like the young, perky ones.
Sharky, I regularly scratch bits and pieces over here. Not sure I'd want Jay unscratching those. Like Jay,
but not in that way. I don't... It must have been maybe some of the gun talk or something.
It's 27. Now I know about the Brew Bomi backlog channel. I'm like 15 brew reviews behind. Thanks. And I could say, glad I could help, and I'm going to.
No. Oh, you didn't even read the other one.
I didn't. But
there might have been something. But that works. That works.
And
it's fucking
Sharky says,
anyways.
good luck, my friend, and enjoy the rabbit hole. That thumbs that up good. Sharky, heat added to food changes everything. Peppers raw versus peppers sautéed. World of difference. Any peppers. Onions, same thing. So, yeah. Everything.
I would like some sautéed peppers, but let me ask this. Are sautéed, like, hot peppers still just as hot? Do they weaken up? Do they get more flavor? What do they do? Like, if you were to fry up some Carolina Reapers.
Well, I can tell you when I was doing the ghost peppers, when I cooked some out on the grill, oh my god, those are freaking awesome. And definitely changes the flavor. Wow, this is running the table. Sharky says B3, just to be sure. And B3...
Battleship sunk.
That is the carrier.
Oh, carrier. My bad. I thought it was always battleship sunk. Yeah, I know there's a specific ship, I think, maybe.
I think, you know, that one that doesn't have any hits, you know... That's the battleship.
Alright, gotcha.
Because it would, you know, normally have all the guns. So far we lost the cruiser, the submarine, and the carrier. I don't remember. Let's see.
You mean you got the submarine is sunk? Well, I thought the submarine was always supposed to be underwater, so that's not a big deal, anyways.
More sunk than normal.
You got you got the tugboat that really don't do shit unless other boats break down. The only thing you really got to worry about is your carrier. That's what hit you.
Sharky knows the name of all these. Mike says, "Cheers, brother," and
Kidding, you're fucked. You're already 3 boats shy.
Sharky says, "SH, everybody should be dressed like that?" ? I doubt that. And I have that outfit. Until next time, Rich. Loved you on the shit show. And outro babe robbery. Not a surprise there. No. McLean, interesting. I saw a video on the Taliban doing a parade of some of the equipment that Brandon left behind. When will America wake up?
Yeah,
They won't.
I fucking saw that too, or heard that.
If America actually woke up, we'd be fucking doing headshots by now. The problem is...
Headshots, no.
I would.
I'm a fucking American. I'd be going back to the good old days of fucking roping a tree.
No, I'm
Why
okay.
waste the fucking ammo when they
I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Anyone in the Brandon administration should be fucking strung up in a tree and dead by now. You are unpatriotic. You are just, and the problem is people are so sheepish and or afraid because let's
put the FBI on them.
if 1,000 of us stood up, do you think we'd actually be able to get there alive?
No.
No, I agree. Mr. 27, is Matt at home crying in his granny's basement? Mike.
You don't obviously know me too well. I don't hang out in the basement unless I got a project. Even then, it's the garage, asshole.
Mike says the ETS mags are very cheap feeling to me. I like the Glock mags and the Glock clone mags that have metal internals with the poly coating outside. I agree. The this one is made by Magpul, and I kind of think it feels like shit.
I really like the Magpul ARs. As the pistol, this is really light.
No,
if it was loaded, it might feel a little bit better.
Magpul owns the AR industry. I think they suck for a fucking Glock.
I was gonna say the pistol. They seem really light feeling.
I mean,
I don't know how they perform until I try them, but they feel different. They feel weird. I'd rather have an actual Glock mag.
This has a metal core, metal.
Yep. The lips on the top you're talking about?
Oh yeah.
I don't know what you call them. I call them lips.
Feed lips, any lips, steel lips, her lips, my lips, and cunt. Mr. 27. Damn, Brew Babe robbery again, Mr. Brewbomy. Yeah, I keep putting her back. Then he says, Brewbomy Titties United Club.
You know what? I do like the smoke, but it's almost got too much of a bite. My tongue goes right back on fire with this stuff.
Mr. Mark Mac 85. Glad you and Rich had such a great weekend together. Patriot strong. It was awesome. It was an awesome time. Mr. Mark back with the last comment. Rich, have a safe trip back home. From. It was great seeing you with Eric for the 3 brewery reviews. And I can say will do. More to come. Thanks, and you too.
More to come. More to come.
Well, hopefully.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully he comes back. Otherwise, you know what? You know what you can honestly start doing more of? Never mind. I'll tell you on the side.
Yeah, let's just get out of here. Jeremy, an hour ago, Rich is a very nice guy, but he doesn't comment on
Peter meter?
On a Peter meter? Way too reserved for me.
You know what? He was definitely a lot more quiet and reserved.
Take her to get you a beer.
Fucking right, I do. You could say he's more mature. Absolutely, he's probably fucking twice my age. But I mean, there's a lot of things I like about him. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna knock him. There's just definitely differences in people, and that's why.
Oh, actually, we kind of let the deal go.
That was you. That's why I'm fucking trying to drink mine. I'm way ahead of you. Now you have.
I mean, we went to the club without rating it.
I wasn't even ready for the club yet.
You know what? Passion Fruit Imperial IPA. You know why I'm actually really digging this? Because it's not reminding me of any IPA I've had in the last month.
It's very fruity. It's almost got like light floral notes, but a lot of fruitiness.
But wait a second. He says really fruity, but it's all mixing together with that floral. It's not like you're going, hey, pineapple.
No, I get it. I'm not complaining because I know you're noticing more of the floral. Me, I'm getting a lot more of the fruity, but I do notice the floral. And it's an IPA. It's a freaking Imperial IPA. I love my IPAs. But even then, this is good, but it's almost too fruity for me. So I could only have one or two. I only have one or two before I have to go to like a 2-hearted or something.
Back on the E scale.
Yep.
Not some made up thing. So This is like full on what I think about it. I'm giving it an 8.
For both of them.
Yeah. Well, this was like on a special seltzer scale. I think for a seltzer.
Special seltzers.
Yeah, I wouldn't give this an 8 on the Ebomi total. It'd probably be a 5 if I rated it by itself.
But rating it for what it is.
For a seltzer, that was an 8. But up against
for what it is.
everything, I'd still give that an 8.
Ooh, wow. For everything, I would say like maybe a 7, 7.5. I like them a little darker, but I still do like my IPAs. It's Imperial. I like the fruitiness of it, but it's almost too much. Not too much. I'm not a huge fruit fan.
But I've been getting washed out on IPAs, and you're talking about an IPA that's bringing some decent alcohol, and it's.
Then you're fucking flavors.
I would have another one. And normally we would rate something, and I would not want another one. No, Matt, I cannot drink this. Because I have to make dinner.
You just had 2 fucking rhubarbs as well. So how can you say that's any better?
You saw him force me to drink this.
How can you say that's any better? You drank 2 of both.
I tried to not drink this. Matt made me.
Alright. Fine enough. I can take it. Well, there you go. It really forced you.
Harmar says,
what? You know what you're cut off. Maybe you just give me the cup.
That's because I try to multitask. Give me the glass. Harmar says, 200 Ale Club, Sunny Slopes long ago. Cheers, clubbers.
Cheers, Harmarsh. Hey.
Double tapping on that. Double Barrel Shotgun Club is what I'd like to join, says Mr. 27.
You know what? Quick thing here, which is really messed up.
I can arrange that.
McLean is jealous of your bike goddess.
Sean Morley.
Okay. McLean, do you realize that Eric is dreaming about the people he throws under the bus and dogs every day, such as me and Miles? He's dreaming about me, Miles, and Farmers all going on a fucking bike ride across the country. He's wondering how he's going to make money.
Mr. 27 says, come on, Brewbomi, Double Barrel Shotgun Club.
For fuck's sake, wake up, McLean.
If it wasn't an hour and a half, I would... What I gotta get a video is Matt double triggering it.
Double trigger?
The 10 gauge. Double Barrel Shotgun.
Hey, you still gotta go check out mine.
Yeah, we can add black and blue marks to... You know, where am I on my recovery? Oh, look, 3 weeks later, yeah.
I got a nice pad, though. I softened it up big time.
See, what happened is I dropped my penis on my arm.
Really? Now, see, if I was showing a freaking thing like that, it wouldn't be for me dropping a penis. Because that's probably someone else's penis. I would say my fucking penis did a freaking jump up and fucking smack me.
Salty, Home and Naked Club. Last in, and then I'm turning the camera off, is Nihap saying, greetings to the club.
Cheers, Nihap. Hey, you're really not even going to freaking do a double check one more time?
No.
We still got whiskey. I know, you got to cook. Oh, I liked her too. I hadn't seen her close up. It was always just from like back afar.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd take that too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Where I want my black tissue paper back.
I'm telling you, this stuff is really fucking smoky though.
Oh shit.
Look at that.
Mr. 27. Boom. Hi, Matt.
Hi, Mr. 27.
Okay, we gotta go. Seriously.
Later, boys. Have a good night.
Cheers. I'm gonna go cook some shit.